Europske unije. Tu prije svega mislim na Izrael, a imamo i najave iz Turske koja također želi ponovno uspostaviti zračni promet. A sa Izraelom smo već načelno razgovarali da bi krajem ovog mjeseca, najkasnije početkom sljedećeg, uspostavili direktne letove između Izraela i Hrvatske i na taj način osigurali i turistima i biznismenima i svima onima koji žele iz raznih razloga dolaziti u Hrvatsku da mogu normalno doći. Najbitnije je zapravo poštivati mjere koje su i dalje na snazi, u smislu u Hrvatskoj je to uglavnom socijalna distanca, odnosno fizičko distanciranje i naravno redovita higijena, sve one mjere koje su preporučljive za svaki dan, to znači redovito pranje ruku, dezinfekcija na ulazima u prostorije. Preporučljivo je čak u nekim zatvorenim prostorijama gdje ima više ljudi nositi i maske i ako ljudi žele, ako se bolje osjećaju i rukavice slobodno, ali u svakom slučaju za Hrvatsku je bitno da su propisane sve mjere koje trebaju naši poduzetnici, ugostitelji, hotelijeri provoditi kako bi se osigurala sigurnost svih gostiju koji dolaze u Hrvatsku, svih turista, svih onih koji će koristiti te usluge. U restoranima naravno tu su i domaći ljudi, Hrvati koji svakodnevno idu u restorane i ja se nadam da je ovo dobra prilika za sve da dođu u Hrvatsku jer je Hrvatska doista korona free zemlja. Još imamo par slučajeva koji su od prije, ali blizu smo izjednačavanja zaraženih i ozdravljenih. Nažalost imali smo malo više od 100 mrtvih, ali uspoređujući sa drugim zemljama to je doista mal broj i u tom smislu doista smo sretni da smo se na pravi način oduprli pandemiju.
We have a question for you from the audience. Lucia Pavošević from High School Donji Miholjac is asking, is there a solution for tourism if the second wave of coronavirus hits us in the fall?
Pa svakako da postoje naznake kako ćemo se pripremiti u slučaju dolaska drugog vala. Već o tome su govorili epidemiolozi. Naime, sasvim sigurno da se nećemo u potpunosti zatvarati. Dakle, neće biti ovog lockdowna koji je bio u ovih prvih par mjeseci, ovih 100 dana od kad je epidemija, odnosno pandemija ušla u Hrvatsku. I ja mislim da sa dobrom kontrolom koju naši epidemiolozi provode će se moći pratiti svi slučajevi, ali tu nam je bitna i odgovornost svih onih osoba koji bi bili potencijalno zaraženi u smislu da prate dobro i da znaju s kim su kontaktirali, s kim su bili u bliskim kontaktima, kako bi spriječili daljnje širenje virusa. Dakle, neće biti sigurno ovakvog zatvaranja kako je bilo do sada, takve su i najave, ali ono što očekujemo je i da će prema najavama doista eksperata, stručnjaka u ovom području epidemiološkom, da bi se moglo dogoditi da je virus na neki način oslabi. Vjerujemo da će on oslabiti tijekom ovih ljetnih mjeseci, bez obzira što su različite stručne procjene, ali vjerujemo da on ipak slabiji vremenom jer vidimo po ovim novim slučajevima koji se pojavljuju u nekim zemljama susjednim, da nisu toliko teški slučajevi, da ne dolazi do toga da moraju ići na respiratore i tako dalje, ali evo, bitno je da one rizične skupine da vode apsolutno računa o tome s kim se druže i da naravno i oni sami budu na oprezu, da nose maske i da jednostavno prate sve upute koje epidemiolozi davaju.
Thank you very much, Mr. Matušić. We are now going to move on to our next guest speaker. Her name is Katarina Hautfeld, and she's an owner and director of the Croatian tour operator Katarina Line, which is actually the largest tourist fleet in Croatia. Miss Hautfeld, welcome. I believe that you need to unmute first.
Did I unmute? I think I did.
Yes,
you did. Okay?
Yeah.
Hello to everyone. Pleased to be here with you all. Unfortunately, the subject is not that nice as usual. Usually tourism is something great. But I'm pleased to be here to represent my country, of course, and my travel agency and tour operating.
You've been in tourism for such a long time. I believe this is probably the first time that you came across to something like this, the coronavirus that hit the whole world and Europe and Croatian tourism as well. Can the easing of epidemiological measures in Croatia and in the rest of Europe actually be grounds for optimism in tourism sector?
First of all, I mustn't say how many years I've been in tourism, because then you'll probably know how old I am, and that's not good, but it's been over 40 years. Yes, I must say that, of course, the easing of these restrictions is very optimistic and very, very promising. And of course, also the opening of the borders is very promising to us all. But I must say that a clear plan must be put into place, ensuring the travelers or people that want to travel, that they are safe when coming to a country. And I think we in Croatia have done a lot to show people that we have done a lot, not only during the crisis or the lockdown, but even today. So I think people wanting to travel to our country will feel very safe. I did want to say here that I feel that the airline sector is the key to the revival of tourism, as people do have a deep desire to come back and to travel and everything, but we must be more careful to know where to travel, because not every country is as safe or as clear of this virus as some of the others. But it is vital, I think, to ensure the safety of these people. We have on our ships done more as far as safety on board and precautions than we were asked by our epidemiologists. So that people, when they're booking, they see that we've really done our best on board for their safety. Sorry, for their safety.
And when it comes to actually tourist season in Croatia, I believe that perhaps plenty of people from Europe will come to Croatia now, much more than from the third world countries or America or something else. So can they actually save our tourist season?
Unfortunately, a third of the entire world population is confined at the moment, and they're all waiting with uncertainty to see what's going to happen. Thankfully, the European countries are there, and we all need to welcome them to our countries, as I am sure that they can help all of us to fight this battle and to win back the tourists that we had before. Unfortunately, my company has the majority of clients from overseas, so we are looking more and more to advertising and luring the Europeans to come on board our ships and, of course, on our land products throughout Croatia. I'm sure we can do a lot with the Europeans, as the Europeans are usually representing large numbers of tourists in many countries, not only on our continent, but on the rest of the continents.
Is now a good time for new types of offers for tourists?
Well, I think that people will have a great desire to travel after these couple of months, especially people like the Dutch and that usually travel 3 or 4 or even 5 times a year. I'm sure the Germans as well usually have a long haul holiday, a short holiday, and weekend holidays, and of course the family holiday. But I think now that people will be more demanding and more choosier, and will, I think the entire sector will have to adapt to new protocols and changes, and people will be looking at more companies that practice sustainability, and not only in terms of environment, but also in the community. Ecotourism will definitely grow and has grown. We have seen that in Croatia during this lockdown, that more and more people have started to grow their own produce, and many, many different offers have cropped up. I think it has given us time to think of new ideas of what to offer our tourists and our people as well. So I think the individual travelers are also going to grow more as ecotourism. People are already booking private villas, houses and homes in rural areas far from the madding crowd, just to be sort of safe and sound in a lovely area. Also, we have seen that people are looking at booking the small boutique hotels or yachts or ships like ours, which only cater for up to 30 people on board, whereas they are not looking at the huge cruise ships, which have 3,000 to 10,000 people on board. So I think we are looking at a future of tourism which will change for the better.
Well, we certainly hope so. We now also have a question from the audience. Branka Vladimic from Metkovic is asking, hello from Gimnazija Metkovic, Croatia. What do you think how the coronavirus crisis will change tourism in terms of making it more sustainable for humans and for nature? You said something about it now, but when it comes to this, how can we expect the change?
There will most definitely be the change. As I said just now, we will be looking for places that are not that crowded. Well, we are lucky in Croatia that we do not have that many resorts and crowded places. We are actually more into these smaller boutique and hotels, and private accommodation is widely spread through our country. But sustainability will definitely be something that people will be looking for, and we have to work on it more and more in our country. And I'm sure that there will be a lot of new offers. I know that we are, as my company, I actually asked the people while working from home to be more creative and to see what more can be done. And we are going to be offering an eco cruise where people or students or school children can actually, during their holidays or during their travels, do like cleaning up the beaches or cleaning up forests and things like that. But there is a lot that can be done for to make sure that our environment is much more cleaner, and that we live a better life together.
Thank you very much. We are now going to move on to our next speaker. Last but not least, Walter Flego. He's a member of the European Parliament, coming from Istria, but currently in Brussels. Welcome.
Yeah. Hello, dear Ida. Thank you for this conference, and I am really very happy because I can talk today to all of you. And I switch now to Croatian language. I am ready for your question.
Great, thank you very much. We are going to go further with a bit of a sustainability, and this is going to be my question. Is there any chance to discuss not only recovery, but also optimization, perhaps even sustainability and a holistic approach to the tourism market in Europe in the near future?
Da, apsolutno da. Odlično pitanje. I dobro je i naša kolegica iz Metkovića prije postavila pitanje, jer ova kriza je pokazala kako je turizam vrlo ranjiva djelatnost, što smo znali i prije, ali nažalost, za razliku od one krize 2009. Kad se turizam odmah oporavio i prvi dignuo, ovoga puta jasno je da to tako neće biti. Zašto to tako neće biti? Možda ako poslije budemo imali vremena možemo analizirati, ali definitivno u ovoj krizi pokazalo se da održivi turizam je nešto što trebamo svi skupa razvijati. Dakle, ne masovnom turizmu, ne turizmu bez doživljaja, mogu to slobodno reći i jeftinom turizmu, već rekao sam trebamo svi shvatiti da mi u Hrvatskoj moramo imati jednu jasnu strategiju kako razvijati i optimizirati, dobro ste vi rekli, jedan održivi turizam. Tu prije svega mislim na turizam kao pokretač lokalne ekonomije. Nevažno da li pričamo o zapošljavanju, nevažno da li pričamo o lokalnim atrakcijama, poljoprivrednim proizvodima. Dakle, sve je to optimizacija ili održivi turizam doživljaja zbog kojeg će turisti doći kod nas. Stavite se vi, u sada ulogu jednog turiste i da li kad idete negdje, u neki grad, idete radi nekog apartmana ili hotelske sobe koja je lijepo uređena? Siguran sam da ne. Idete radi nekog motiva. I taj motiv, dakle, mora biti jasan i mi u Hrvatskoj trebamo sada više nego ikada održivi turizam jasno definiranih niša ili segmenata. Dakle, ne trebamo svi razvijati outdoor turizam, kongresni turizam, gastroturizam ili sportski turizam. Ali trebamo se dogovoriti tko će koji dio razvijati. Ja mislim da je uvijek bolje sa više strelica gađati više meta i isto tako maksimalno naći jednu ravnotežu između maksimalnog socijalnog i društvenog uključivanja lokalnog stanovništva u takvu vrstu turizma kako bi u konačnici imali zbilja jednu win-win situaciju. Iz tog razloga, dakle, mnogo negativnih strana ima ova korona kriza, ali u tom dijelu mislim da će, ukoliko shvatimo sve te poruke, imati i neku pozitivnu stranu.
You've already said tourism is very fragile. So what about the EU's recovery plan? What are the amounts foreseen to actually help the tourism industry in Europe?
Pa ono što trebamo opet svi skupa shvatiti je, kad govorimo o turizmu, dakle, zašto ljudi putuju? Zašto netko ide negdje? I što očekuje tamo gdje ide? Dakle, prije svega, da odgovorim na vaše pitanje, moram podsjetiti da bilo tko ili ide bilo kamo radi nekog doživljaja i ne zaboraviti radi osjećaja sigurnosti. Dakle, prije ove krize imali smo, nažalost, puno problema, sjećate se, na sreću ne u Hrvatskoj, ali sa terorizmom po Europi, po svijetu. Još prije toga imali smo problema sa velikom financijskom krizom. Zašto to govorim? Pa zato jer je to sve osjećaj sigurnosti. I trebamo se zapitati tko su gosti koji dolaze u Hrvatsku i kakvi su to gosti. Dakle, većinom je to srednji sloj, ja bih rekao, ili obiteljski turizam. Znači, ljudi koji žele imati sigurnost da će imati svoje radno mjesto i za Novu godinu i sljedeće proljeće i da će njegova tvrtka u Njemačkoj, ovdje u Belgiji ili u Austriji raditi i u 10. 11. mjesecu. Dakle, zbog takvih osjećaja sigurnosti i ekonomske sigurnosti i zdravstvene i svakojake sigurnosti ljudi putuju negdje. I ako to shvatimo, onda vidimo da turizam ne možemo gledati izdvojeno iz ostalih gospodarskih aktivnosti u različitim zemljama odakle ljudi dolaze u Hrvatskoj. I zato mislim da je odlično da Europska komisija zajedno sa državama radi sve ove recovery, dakle fondove oporavka, gdje pomaže općenito gospodarstvu. Kada pak govorimo o turizmu, onda je činjenica, dakle, da u samom prijedlogu proračuna nije nigdje egzaktno turizam naveden sa određenim iznosima, što je i logično, ali je jako dobro što se prvi put on uopće spominje i dobro je, jako dobro što u mnogim programima od 21. do 27. bit će jako puno projekata koji će poticati turizam, ali upravo onakav kakav sam prije govorio, dakle održivi turizam i naravno dva su jako važna nova elementa koja ćemo ovdje europskim novcima poticati, a to je digitalizacija u turizmu u različitim sferama maksimalna digitalizacija i zeleni, ja bih rekao, turizam. Dakle, kad to govorimo, naravno, evo ovih dana u Hrvatskoj je rasprava oko SURE programa, dakle to je 100 milijardi eura, to je opet jedan od načina kako pomoći i turističkim tvrtkama pogođenim. Naravno da je vrlo aktualno ovdje sada govoriti o 750 milijardi eura novog programa, od kojih Hrvatskoj je predviđeno 10 milijardi eura, gdje će biti puno prostora za financiranje turizma, koji znamo u našoj Hrvatskoj čini gotovo 20% BDP-a. Biće puno takvih projekata i programa, a na nama je, na Hrvatskoj dakle, da osmisli kvalitetne programe koji će moći privući takav novac.
What will happen with the European Green Deal now?
Neće stati. Green Deal neće stati, dapače. Dakle, ova korona kriza sasvim sigurno je privremeno stavila na stand-by neke aktivnosti, no procesi poput Green Deala su nezaustavljivi. Dakle, mi smo vrlo jasno rekli ambiciozne planove. 2050. želimo biti CO2 neutralan kontinent i iz tog razloga svi projekti, svi programi koji su i predviđeni prije korona krize, vrlo ambiciozni od strane Europske komisije, zajedno sa državama članicama, neće stati. Tome u prilog ide i nikad veći planirani proračun koje je predsjednica komisije prošlu srijedu ovdje predstavila u Briselu i iz tog razloga što se Green Deala tiče, ja sam apsolutno optimističan.
Thank you. Let's move on now to a question from the audience. It's Mr. Adams. Is it in the interest of the EU to promote tourism outside of the Europe itself? Tourism is a stabilizing factor for the economies and societies, especially for developing countries. What do you expect concerning the travel advice?
Pa, odlično pitanje. Dakle, jasno je da turizam bez slobodnog putovanja neće uspjeti. Dakle, evo, nadovezat ću se samo na prije sve što su rekli i moji prethodnici. Dakle, mi ove godine upravo zbog svih ovih razloga koje spominjemo, dakle tu prije svega mislim na sigurnost, ali i na mnoge nepoznanice, na činjenicu da Hrvatska još uvijek je autodestinacija, a ne avio, ne nautička ili kako god. Hrvatska će ove godine imati enorman pad turističkog prometa. Nitko nema kristalnu kuglu da kaže da li će taj pad biti 60, 70 ili 80%. Svi se nadamo da će se sezona produžiti. No, međutim, dakle, bez jasne sigurnosti da svatko tko dođe i ode, nevažno da li iz zemlja Europske unije ili iz trećih zemalja, neće čekati i biti u neizvjesnosti na granicama. Dakle, jasno je da neće biti uspješnog turističkog proizvoda, odnosno godine. Ono što mislim da je isto tako važno za reći, kad govorimo općenito o Europi, i tu smo već puno puta imali jednu inicijativu, trebamo imati zajedničku promociju i prema trećim državama, dakle tu mislim o dalekim državama, naravno koje dolaze u Europu, gdje mi smo zanimljivi trećima kao jedna destinacija. I ne manje važno, dakle, Evropska unija imala je dosta, ja bih rekao, iznenadnih situacija prije 2,5-3 mjeseca kad su države potpuno nekoordinirano zatvarale granice. Radile praktički različite izolirane otoke i to nije bilo dobro. U međuvremenu, evo, ipak neka koordinacija se postigla i puno je bolja i informiranost, odnosno promocija, kako mi je i pitanje bilo upućeno, puno je bolja, dakle, i promocija i informiranost o stanju na granicama, ali ponavljam, ukoliko ne daj Bože dođe do drugog vala, mislim da određene pouke trebamo itekako svi zajedno izvući i ne ponoviti neke greške.
Thank you very much. And we have now come to Q&A session part. So now all the guest speakers are going to be asked one question from the audience. So we are going back to Mr. Scholze, if he's still with us.
I'm here, I can hear you.
Great. So let's see what's the question from the audience for you. From Zadar, two sisters, Lara and Nora, are asking, will there be any jobs for those people who usually worked in the season time? And what about people that are not going to have any work to do? So when it comes to Germany, what about the market, the jobs? Do you have plenty of unemployment now, and how are you going to actually deal with it?
Okay. Okay. One second. I will
switch the German.
Genau. Okay. Okay, also thank you for this question. So I switch in German, in German language. Die Situation in Deutschland, was Arbeitslosigkeit angeht, ist im Moment aus meiner Sicht noch akzeptabel als Arbeitslosigkeit durch Corona. Jetzt muss man wissen, Deutschland, der Markt in allen Bereichen, egal ob Tourismus oder anderen Ebenen, wir hatten vor Corona eine enorm positive Situation. Das heißt, Arbeitnehmer haben relativ schnell einen Job gefunden, wenn sie arbeitslos waren, und man kann es relativ einfach runterbrechen. Jeder, der arbeiten wollte, hat auch Arbeit gefunden. Das heißt, es war eine sehr, sehr positive Situation, und das sorgt jetzt natürlich auch dafür, dass wir noch viele Menschen in Arbeit haben. Es gibt Statistiken, die sagen, dass einige Menschen, die jetzt in Kurzarbeit sind, wir haben ja ein sehr großes Kurzarbeiterprogramm in Deutschland aufgelegt, und es betraf mehrere Millionen Menschen, die jetzt kurzfristig zu Hause bleiben mussten und vom Staat und von ihrem Arbeitgeber jeweils dann auch Unterstützung bekommen haben, dass einige von denen jetzt vielleicht arbeitslos werden. Das hoffen wir nicht, dass es so kommt, aber es kann im Zweifelsfall sein, dass nicht jeder seinen Job behält. Das müssen wir jetzt sehen in den nächsten Wochen. Nichtsdestotrotz muss man sagen, dass auch rein wirtschaftlich Deutschland verhältnismäßig gut aus dieser Situation rauskommen wird, wenn es keine zweite Welle gibt. Das ist für uns jetzt ganz wichtig. Wir haben ja bei uns ganz viele neue Regeln, die wir hatten, wieder aufgehoben. Die Menschen können sich wieder treffen, und wir hoffen jetzt und können auch wieder ihrer Arbeit nachgehen und können wieder ins Restaurant gehen demnächst, können wieder in den Urlaub fahren. Wir hoffen, dass das aber nicht dazu führt, dass die Anzahl der Infizierten durch Corona, durch den Virus wieder steigt, weil dann wird es bedeuten, dass es schon Probleme gibt. Und dementsprechend müssen wir sagen, dass wir in Deutschland, glaube ich, weit besser noch jetzt weggekommen sind in der Gesamtsituation als andere Länder. Und das ist für uns sehr positiv.
Thank you very much for your answer. We are now going to move to Mr. Matušić. It's the same question, but we know that Germany is a very stable country when it comes to the economy. But when it comes to Croatia, now there's a lot of people who actually were supposed to work during the season time. Now they might not have. What's going to happen with them? Are season workers are still going to be needed? And in what kind of terms?
Hvala na pitanju. Pa imali smo dosta mjera koje je vlada poduzela upravo prema poduzetnicima kako bi se sačuvala radna mjesta. Dakle, s jedne strane su stalni zaposlenici, ali ovo je pitanje više bilo usmjereno za sezonske radnike. Mi smo imali jedan program stalni sezonac gdje smo osiguravali tijekom mjeseci kad se ne radi, dakle tijekom van sezonskih mjeseci, osiguravalo se primanja tim ljudima kako bi ostali u sektoru i ostali pri sektoru. Isto smo s tom mjerom nastavili, dakle i sada usprkos ovoj krizi, stalni sezonac i dalje postoji kao mjera, to je par tisuća ljudi koji primaju ne manje od minimalne plaće i za ovo razdoblje kad ne rade. Dakle, vodimo računa o tome da zadržimo ljude u sektoru jer nedostatak radne snage je bio jako primjetan u proteklim godinama u turističkom sektoru I zato je bitno, i mislim da su poslodavci svjesni, da je bitno zadržati ljude u sektoru i ja sam uvjeren, bez obzira što možda iz ove sadašnje perspektive ne izgleda dobra perspektiva za turizam, ali vjerujem da se turizam može brzo oporaviti ukoliko se normalizira situacija, naravno, ukoliko se pandemija drži pod kontrolom i vjerujem, obzirom na najave koje imamo već danas, a to je otvaranje zračnog prometa prema Hrvatskoj iz mnogih zemalja, od Njemačke, evo, rekao sam već, malo prije sam spomenuo Izrael, iz Velike Britanije, iz srednjoeuropskih zemalja, iz baltičkih zemalja, iz nordijskih zemalja. Imamo dosta dobre najave da već tijekom ovog mjeseca očekujemo značajniji turistički promet i zračni i uz ovaj, ajmo reći, cestovni promet kojim će sigurno doći veliki broj turista, jer nemojte zaboraviti 75% turista u Hrvatsku, možda čak i nešto malo više, dolazi upravo cestovnim prometom, dakle blizina regija koje nam gravitiraju, država koje nam gravitiraju. To su ove države sa kojima smo mi već sada otvorili granice. Iz tih tržišta nam dolazi preko 55% turista godišnje u Hrvatskoj. Dakle, to nam je izuzetno značajno, ali vjerujem da će biti posla i za sezonske radnike. Ono što je naš fokus ove godine će biti zapošljavanje domaće radne snage, davanje prilike njima i nastojat ćemo ne uvoziti radnu snagu ukoliko je naravno pronađemo na domaćem tržištu radne snage i to je nekakva poruka poslodavcima da doista angažiramo sve naše snage u onog trenutka kad se budemo oporavljali. Dobar dio rezervacija za 7., 8., 9., 10. mjesec nije otkazan i imamo već najave rezervacija, novih rezervacija, što je dobro, što nas na neki način ohrabruje i mislimo da možemo biti umjereni optimisti kad govorimo o ovoj sezoni. Vjerujemo da će se jedan dio minimalno, naše su oprezne procjene minimalno 30% od prošlogodišnje sezone koja je bila rekordna ikad, ali vjerujemo da se taj postotak može i još više povećati ukoliko budemo svi skupa vodili računa o tome da se virus ne širi dalje.
Thank you very much for your answer. Now we are moving on to Ms. Katarina Hauptfeld and the question for you. From Gymnasia Vladimir Nazor, Emma Rashin is asking, because of the COVID-19 crisis, some countries have taken to encouraging their citizens to travel in their country. I am interested if it could possibly negatively affect Croatia tourist season. So can Croatian tourists compensate when it comes to Katarina line?
Unfortunately, when it comes to my product or the product that we have on aboard our ships, probably won't be able to compensate these numbers from our people. We will be producing, or we have already set in place a lot of different offers which could possibly be paid by our people. However, a lot of them, as is the case in other European countries, a lot of them have already used their holidays or when they were at home, or so that probably won't be possible to compensate on our ships. Definitely not. But we are trying here as well as in the other countries, and we will do our best because there's 60 ships out there that we need to fill, and these people are owners of these little cruise ships, and there's about 250 families depending on us to fill their ships, because as you probably know, the ships are not owned by us, they are owned privately by families, and that is why they are so attractive for everyone, just as the boutique hotels in Croatia that are usually also family owned, and that's why they are so attractive. But we, of course, in our company are doing our best for filling everything, not only our ships, but also the hotels, as we cover the whole world. We do not only cover Europe, we cover a lot of America and Australia, and New Zealand is one of our biggest markets. Unfortunately, they won't be traveling until the end of the year, maybe possibly even until the first quarter of next year. So we have to find adequate substitutes to fill our ships with. But we are, of course, waiting for the Germans, who are a very good guest, and of course the other neighboring countries that we also deal with. So like I said, we will do our best.
Thank you very much for the positive note, and let's now move on to Mr. Walter Flego for the next question, and probably the last question in this Q&A session. We've received a question from Walker Adams, to everyone actually, but Mr. Walter Flego will answer, and then if anyone has something to add, you might. The travel industry has probably been hit harder by COVID-19 than most other industries in the EU. Do you believe that the response of the EU has been adequate in response to this fact? The EC is momentarily reprimanding member states for assisting travel agencies by implementing national voucher schemes instead of cash refunds. You need to unmute. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, it works now. You hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Da, dakle, dvije najpogođenije djelatnosti, svi se slažemo u ovoj korona krizi, su transport i turizam. Dakle, kad govorimo o transportu, ovdje puno razgovaramo i čak smo i donijeli i rezoluciju Europskog parlamenta, a i na Odboru za transport i turizam puno je bilo govora prije svega, dakle, o načinu pomoći i oporavka da turističkom sektoru, ali i svim putnicima, dakle svima koji putuju negdje, i iz tog razloga meni je zbilja jako drago što smo se složili, dakle, oko pitanja vaučera. Mislim da je to važno za podcrtati i važno je da vaučeri jesu nešto što praktički kompenzira onima koji iz nekog razloga nisu mogli negdje putovati to putovanje, i naravno, dakle, da osim vremenskog ograničenja zbog ponovnog korištenja tog putovanja, dakle, postoji varijanta vaučera kako putnik, korisnik, građanin u konačnici ne bi bio oštećen. To je dakle stav Europske komisije, naravno da je to stav i država članica, i vjerujem da u tom dijelu svi ćemo raditi na zaštiti upravo kupaca ili potrošača, jer oni nisu krivi kao ni nitko drugi za korona krizu, no oni ne smiju biti oštećeni.
Thank you for your answer, Mr. Schulze. Do you have something to add on the whole when it comes to the whole topic?
I think to the whole topic, it's really important that everyone in Europe should know that it's possible to go on holiday. It's possible to go to Croatia. It's possible to come to Germany. It's possible to go on holiday. It's a bit different than 2019 maybe, but it's not necessary to stay at home, and it is necessary to be safe and to say, okay, we have new rules because we have at the moment no medicine for us against Corona or COVID-19, but it's not necessary to be afraid. And so for me as Vice President of the Committee for Tourism or Transport and Tourism, it's really important to discuss and to say to everyone in Europe who has the possibility not to stay at home and go to your friends, make holidays, leave your home and go to the beaches and go to Croatia or come to Germany.
Thank you very much. Mr. Matušić, what's your conclusion for today?
Thank you very much for your question and for the participation. I think we have to be optimistic because we have to see the light at the end of this tunnel. We already see it in Croatia, and I'm sure that we will have a solid touristic season. And I'm sure that I'm sure that many guests from neighboring countries will come very soon to Croatia. We have already, I think, some 30 until 40,000 overnight stays in Croatia today. So we have many Austrians, we have some Germans, we have many Slovenians in Croatia, and other nations from surrounding countries. And I have to say that we have to respect still measures and recommendations of our experts, epidemiological experts, and we have to be careful. We have to think about the safety, and we have to stay somehow in good conditions for the future. And I'm sure that this will be really overcome very, very soon. That's my hope. That's my hope. But I think that if we all believe that it will be overcome very soon, that this will happen really. And I'm sure that by respecting all the measures and recommendations, we will be safe. And I'm sure that I can invite all the guests, all the tourists from neighboring countries, and I'm sure that they can enjoy very safely in Croatia. We have more than 6,000 of kilometers of Croatian coastline. So this is very important that all of them can find some spot on some island, and they can really enjoy all the beauties which Croatia offers to all of them. And of course, we are expecting really also from our side, from Croatian side, that our Croatian citizens will travel to surrounding countries. They will travel to Slovenia, Austria, Germany, Hungary, and all other countries. And that's important for all of us. We have to be together. And there were a question about reaction of European Union. I think it should be much quicker. It should be much quicker, because it takes too much time. It takes to have good decisions, but I'm sure now we have good direction now, and the recovery plan will help. Recovery plan will help the tourist sector to come back on the position which was in previous years. So thank you very much for this opportunity to participate in this video conference, and all the best and greetings from Zagreb, from Croatia.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hauptfeld. You have the chance to finish it off with some last words in this conference. Just please do unmute your speaker microphone. You still didn't unmute it. I'm sorry.
Now,
we can hear you very well now. Yeah.
Good. I just wanted to say as well that 2021 looks very promising, as many people have just postponed their travels and not canceled, which is very good. And we feel that is something to also look forward to. As we've all said today, recovery will be gradual. That is before the vaccine is widely available. Also, many people are now unemployed and afraid and that, but we have to adhere to the new protocols. This will become the new normal, as we have also mentioned, as was the case in after 9/11 with the liquids. We've all got used to when we're traveling that we don't have liquids in our suitcases. This is how we're going to be used to the new protocols of safety when we are traveling. I just would like to say as a final statement that the fear that people have of travel is something that is very hard to get rid of. We need to win their trust, and then we will be successful for them to come to travel to us. And that is why we just have to keep on and on saying how much we are doing for their safety and for their travels, that everything has been set in place for them to have a really great time in any country in Europe. And I'm sure that Croatians will travel again, and Germans and everyone very, very soon, because we the ones that want to travel or have always traveled are just waiting to start to travel again. So let's hope it's as soon as possible.
I'm sure everyone is going to start to travel very soon. Thank you all for joining us today. Special thanks, of course, to Mr. Schulze, who joined us from, well, Brussels, I guess, but from Germany, as a guest from Germany. Also, many thanks to Mr. Matušić, many thanks to Mr. Flego, and many thanks to Ms. Hauptfeld as well. Of course, many thanks to all of you guys who joined us and asked your questions, and to the organizers. And now I have to give the last word to Laila Wold from the EP Liaison office in Berlin.
Okay, hello. Do you hear me?
We can hear you very well. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, so I will not be very long. I just wanted to thank everybody as well that they joined this meeting today, and above all also thank the Office of the European Parliament in Croatia for inviting us to co-organize this event. I think Corona has perhaps changed a lot for everybody, and but it has also changed in a good sense. Because, for example, a meeting like this, we would not actually do normally. And it's the first time that we have this kind of cooperation, because it was in these times, virtual times now, easy to organize such a thing with a member of the European Parliament, a German member, and also participants from Croatia. And also to have an audience that is both from Germany and Croatia, it's very nice to see. I'm also very happy to say that we actually have another EP talk next week on the 10th of June. It will also be at 16 hours. And this time we will be talking about the Green Deal. And there will be also a member of the European Parliament from Germany joining. It would be Ska Keller. And also, for example, Jagoda Munic, the director of Friends of Earth Europe, will also join as speaker. Last but not least, I just wanted to tell you all also that both liaison offices of the European Parliament in Croatia and Germany have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts, and we would be very happy if you would join us there and follow what we are doing and like these kind of events. So thank you very much, and hopefully see you next week.
Thank you, Laila. I will quickly jump in. Thanks to your team for joining us today and supporting us in this activity. We'll be seeing each other also next week. As Laila said, do follow us on our social media. That's the way how you will stay in contact with us, in touch with us, but you will also be able to see what actually Europe does for you, for your community, for your school, and for your environment. So go to our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and other social media, and stay in touch with us. Thanks again. Andrea, maybe you have something to add?
Thank you. Let's close this session one more time. Thanks to all of our guests. We're really happy to have this great cooperation with Germany that will continue next week. Please make sure to join us on Wednesday. It's not a Thursday, it's a Wednesday. And let's do some more EP talks on some very, very important topics. Next time, the Green Deal. So thanks again for tuning in. Schönen Tag noch an alle. Uživajte u ostatku dana. And we will see you all hopefully next Wednesday. And to the help desk, we now start recording.
Thank you.